I get it. I feel ya. It is the dream to be a creator, right? Like everybody's out here being like, I want to be a YouTuber. I want to be a this. I want to be a that. When you ask any kid what they want to do when they grow up, inevitably, before the age of like 12 at least, most of them are going to say YouTubers. And a lot of times, even after the age of 12, they're going to be like, I want to be a YouTuber. Being a creator is one of these like really new, really fun, really exciting career paths. And it is literally that. It can be a career path. Like it doesn't just have to be like a silly little thing you do on the side. And I have been creating content on this platform, said in my best grandma voice, for like 8 years now. And not even just on this platform, on TikTok, on Instagram, I've been creating content for a long damn time. And I've done a lot of things wrong, I've done a lot of things right, and so I wanted to bring you a video where if you're wanting to get started as a creator, it doesn't matter the platform, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, I don't care. But if you're wanting to get started as a creator, here's what I would do if I was starting now instead of 7 or 8 years ago. This video is sponsored by Uscreen. More on them in a minute. See, first of all, 7 or 8 years ago, the word creator was not a thing. Like, there was YouTubers, you know, but there still wasn't a lot of like these huge, massive YouTubers like there is now. And the idea of being a creator, someone who creates content on the internet, wasn't even thought of. It wasn't a thing. So let me just start with that, because that means that 8 years from now, being a creator is gonna look very, very different. But right now, in this moment, if I was starting, I would, one, focus on one platform. Focus on one platform, just one. We don't need to be on all the platforms. We don't need to be on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube and a podcast and like whatever else. Pick one freaking platform. Why? Because a couple reasons. One, if you have all your focus on one platform, you can truly become a student of the platform. You can truly become like an expert on that platform. And you'll be able to create content at the velocity that all of these platforms want you to do. So like TikTok, for instance, they want you to be posting like multiple times a day. If you're also balancing Instagram and YouTube, it's gonna be really hard to get that done. Therefore, you're not putting your all into TikTok. And so naturally, if you are trying to focus on multiple platforms, something is going to drop. Some ball is gonna drop, and none of them are probably gonna do well. You need to focus on one and like do it really well. But also, y'all, we don't have enough time in the day. We don't have enough time in the day to focus on more than one platform. If you are a solopreneur, a solo creator, you do not have help, one platform is all it is, babe. All it is. Pick one and go. Once you have help, once you have people editing your videos or an assistant who can help you schedule things or, you know, come up with a content calendar or whatever, then maybe you can add another platform. But for now, focus on one. I would focus on one platform only if I was starting over right now. I would only have one platform being my main platform. And once that got on a good rhythm and was growing really well, and I knew I could keep up with that content, then I might add another one. But I would focus on one first. Second, I would niche like a mofo, okay? I would niche like crazy. Now, let me explain my version of niching because it's probably different than other people's, and if you haven't watched this channel for a while, you may not know this. But normally when we would talk about niching 5 years ago, even 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever, we would be talking about the topic. Like, I'm only gonna talk about bubbly water. I'm only gonna talk about Sony cameras. I'm only gonna talk about hair. I'm only gonna talk about Apple computers. I'm only gonna talk about digital products, right? Like we would be talking about the topic. Niche, 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 topic, topic, topic. What I mean now is to really, really niche down on the person. That's going to allow you to create content in kind of a broader spectrum, but all of the content you create will be liked by the same person. But two, it is gonna allow you to throw a little bit of spaghetti at the wall and see what you like to talk about, what people like to hear about, what the platforms want you to talk about, etc. Now, will you grow faster if you niche to a topic and go balls to the wall on that topic? Yeah, you probably will. If I'm gonna start on TikTok today and all I'm gonna talk about is digital products, I am probably gonna grow way faster than if I, talk about digital products and then online courses and then physical products and then entrepreneurship as a whole and all these things that pertain to the same person, but are a little bit more all over the place, I'm going to grow faster if I just talk about digital products. However, you're going to niche yourself into a hole eventually, and a hole that you want to get out of eventually, and it's going to suck. Promise you, I've done it, okay? So try from the beginning to niche and niche well, but a specific person and a specific like broad scale topic so that everybody's satisfied with topics you're talking about and you're not getting like super overwhelmed with talking about the same thing all the damn time. And then I would start selling my stuff from the very beginning. Now listen, you're probably not going to make a ton of money at first. If you start as a creator and you have 2 followers, your mom and your grandma, and then you launch like a merch line, you're probably not going to make a lot of money. However, if you'll start thinking about the things that you want to sell that are your things pretty early on, it's going to be much easier to kind of merge into selling those things. But also, you can already have it all set up and ready to go for when that audience inevitably dumps into your lap. Sometimes people go from an audience of 0 to an audience of 100,000 really freaking fast. Sometimes people go from an audience of 2,000 to 50,000 really freaking fast. And if you already have these things in place, you can be making money on the back end from your content as soon as you get those followers. And like, this looks like selling your own merch. Like I mentioned a second ago, you could totally sell your own physical products. Now, there's a lot of ways now to do that with like drop shipping and things where it doesn't like totally take a ton of your money or time. So that would be the way that I would do that. You can also sell your own courses. Like, what can you teach people that are in your audience? You can sell your own digital products. How can you set up digital products that they're going to want, right? You can set up all of these things. And probably one of the biggest things I would tell you to do from the jump is to start a membership. Because as a creator, people are going to want more content and more you. Like, more of you, more content. And this was the perfect video to partner with Uscreen on because their platform is the most magical way to start a membership ever. See, with a membership, you can create exclusive content just for your audience, like vlogs or even like teaching style content that only they get to see. You can make them feel special. You can create content that aligns with what they want, what you want, what everything wants without worrying about a freaking algorithm out here like, nope, you can't talk about that. We don't like it. And you can make money from building that freaking community. Who wouldn't want that? I honestly wish I would have done this from the very beginning. And I know I say that about a lot of things, but it's true. Like, I wish I would have started a membership from the very beginning because your audience wants a way to connect with you outside of your free content, outside of the way that everybody gets connected to you. They want an exclusive way to connect with you. And again, Uscreen, today's sponsor, is literally built for this. They're the only platform literally built for video first creators to create a membership full of their community. Like, hands down, yes, please sign me up. Uscreen is obsessed with helping creators build memberships and communities that bring them closer to their audience and provide reliable recurring income outside of like ads and brand deals. Because y'all, notice that ads and brand deals is not on this list of things I'm talking about, okay? Just notice that. Uscreen has helped creators earn more than $150 million and reach over 9 million users through their belief that content and community are what make a good membership. Like, that belief sets them apart from everybody else. Like, look at this. It's like a Netflix style bingeable piece of content, but it's your content. Like, it's yours. You get a community platform built in so you can chat with your members, create connections, and make them feel like a true part of the community. Uscreen has literally built this out as the perfect platform for creators to have their own membership. It's complete with like the membership platform for the content and all the things in the community, but also offering things like streaming live to chat rooms so that your community can chat it out with each other while you're going live. And listen, I've always wanted my own app. Like, literally, who doesn't? For a long time, I would sit around and be like, what could I create an app about? Like, I always just thought it'd be super freaking cool. And with Uscreen, you can get one. Yeah, like, you get one with Uscreen if you want one. It's white labeled, it looks like yours, not Uscreen's, and it literally puts your content in your community at your members' fingertips. And it looks freaking amazing. I mean, look at this. Yoga with Adriene has this like beautiful app where you can access her entire library of yoga workouts without ads. You can get exclusive content like her monthly vlogs, her community, all of it. And while I'm here, let me just show off like Filmmakers Academy, Art for Kids Hub, and the Art of Jiu-Jitsu. What's really cool about Uscreen is that they know that starting a membership or even moving a membership can be super overwhelming and like something that a lot of people just don't want to figure out the logistics for. So after one call with someone on their team, you're going to understand what you need to do, what the financials look like, and you're going to have guidance every step of the way from like a personalized membership expert who wants you to succeed. And if you already have a membership like I do, they'll move them for you. They'll move those members for you. What? They'll move the members and the content, like easy peasy lemon squeezy. So if you're a content creator or a wannabe content creator, and specifically if you're like a video first content creator, go give Uscreen a try. Go shout out to them. I'll leave a link below in the description for you to do that. Go give them a little hello, what is up? I would like to try your platform. And make sure you tell them that Jessica sent you, because Jessica was like, oh my gosh, a membership is everything that I need and Uscreen can do it all. So let me make sure I tell them that she sent me, because they need to know that. And watch your mind be blown. After one call with their team, you're gonna have so much clarity, you're gonna know what to do, you're going to never feel overwhelmed again. So go try out Uscreen, tell them I sent you, and thank you Uscreen for sponsoring this video. And let's get back with the final thing that I would do if I was starting as a creator right now. All right, are you ready for what I would do if I was starting right now, the final thing? Okay, so first we talked about I would focus on one platform. I would niche the person, not the topic. I would start selling my own stuff ASAP. And do you know what else I would do? The final thing, one of the most important things, is I would go balls to the wall with content. You cannot, oh my gosh, I see it happen so much. People are like, I want to be a YouTuber, I want to be a TikToker, I want to be an Instagrammer, like whatever. And then they'll put out a couple pieces of content and then forget about it for 2 weeks. Or they'll be really consistent for a month and then they fall off the wagon for a month. Or they'll do really good for 6 months and then they fall off the wagon. And you cannot do that. Consistency is what will have you win this game. Consistency equals being a successful creator, okay? I definitely want you to subscribe to the quality over quantity method, but I need you to also think about how important quantity is. Like, you can't just be a creator and then forget about the people who subscribe and watch and listen and all the things on the regular, because they're gonna get tired of that really freaking fast. So I would go balls to the wall with content, quality content, consistently on a schedule, so we're also getting quantity. And every platform is gonna require or want different quantities. Like, some platforms are gonna want once a week. Some platforms are gonna want 6 times a day. Some platforms are going to want 3 times a week. Like, it's going to be different based on the platform, and platforms change as they age and grow too, but you have got to be consistent. You have got to go balls to the wall with your content so that you are actually being a creator. And this also helps you, one, get people who want to follow you. You're putting out tons of content, so there's more and more people who want to follow you. But 2, it is going to help you be a better creator in the long term, because you'll be used to setting deadlines and hitting deadlines for yourself and keeping that content out there. So if I was starting as a creator, that is what I would do. I would absolutely do those things, hands down, over anything else. I would not worry about my branding, like my colors and like my logo. Like, no, I would not worry about a website. I would not worry about any of this crap. I would only worry about creating good content on one platform for a specific person and having my own things to sell on the back end of that, because that is what's going to make you a successful creator, not only in vanity metrics like subscribers and views and things like that, but also in your pocket. All right, so thank you for coming to my TED Talk, and thank you Uscreen for sponsoring this video. Thank you guys for being here. If you have not subscribed yet to my new channel, I definitely want you to come do that. I will link it below. I'm having so much fun over there creating content that's like just different, and I'd love for you to come hang out. And don't forget that every single week we have new videos here on this channel as well. All right, until next time, y'all. Bye.